I tested underrated AI tools, not the popular ones you see everywhere, not the tools everyone is already using, but the hidden ones. The ones that don't go viral, the ones nobody is really talking about, but might actually be powerful. Because here's something I've noticed. Most people are using the same AI tools, the same websites, the same methods, which means they're getting the same results. Average content, average ideas, average growth. And that's the problem. So I wanted to do something different. I wanted to go deeper. Find tools that are underrated, test them, and see if they actually work. No hype, no assumptions, just real testing, real results. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which tools are worth your time and which ones are not. So let's start with the first tool, an AI research assistant called Elicit. Now at first glance, this tool doesn't look impressive. No flashy design, no crazy animations. It looks simple, almost too simple. And usually, when something looks simple, people ignore it. But I decided to test it properly. So instead of using it like a normal search engine, I asked it deeper questions. Questions that require thinking. For example, instead of asking, how to make money online, I asked, what are proven strategies people use to grow income streams over time? Now the response was different. It didn't just give random tips. It pulled structured insights. It showed patterns. It summarized information from research-based sources. And this is important, because most AI tools just remix existing content. But this tool actually helps you think deeper. So I used it for content ideas. And here's what I noticed. The ideas felt more unique, less generic, more valuable. Now, does that mean it's perfect? No. You still need to filter information. You still need to think. But it gives you a better starting point. And a better starting point leads to better content. So final verdict? Underrated, but powerful if used correctly. Now let's move to the second tool, something more visual. An AI creative platform called Runway ML. Now this tool is interesting because it actually gets attention, but still not enough people use it properly. Most people expect it to create full videos instantly, but that's not where it shines. So I tested it differently. Instead of asking it to do everything, I used it for specific tasks. Background removal, object editing, scene enhancements. And this is where it became powerful, because small improvements make a big difference. For example, a simple video clip can look average, but with better visuals, better effects, better clarity, it suddenly looks professional. And that changes how people perceive your content. So here's the lesson. Don't use advanced tools for everything. Use them for what they do best. Now let's move to the third tool. Something practical. Something focused on speed. An AI website builder called Durable. Now this tool promises something simple. Create a website in seconds, which sounds unrealistic. So I tested it. I gave it a basic idea. And within moments, it generated a full website. Layout, text, structure, call to action, everything. Now, was it perfect? No. Did it need adjustments? Yes. But here's what matters. Speed. Because normally, building a website takes hours, sometimes days. But this tool reduces that time dramatically. And that changes everything. Because now, you can test ideas faster. You can build landing pages quickly. You can experiment more. And more experiments mean more chances to succeed. Now let's pause for a moment, because here's what I realized during this process. Underrated tools are not better because they are hidden. They are better because they are focused. They solve specific problems. And that's why they work. Now let's continue. Because I tested more tools. And I started noticing a pattern. The tools that actually worked were not trying to do everything. They were doing one thing well. And that's a big lesson, because most people look for all-in-one tools, but specialists often perform better. Now let's talk about combining tools, because this is where things get interesting. Individually, these tools are useful, but together, they become powerful. Let's build a simple workflow. Step 1. Use Elicit for research. Get deeper insights, better ideas, more structured thinking. Step 2. Use Durable to quickly build something. A website, a landing page, a simple project. Step 3. Use Runway ML to improve visuals, enhance quality, make content more engaging. Now you have a system, not just tools, and systems create results. Now let's talk about what didn't work, because this is important. Using tools without purpose. At the beginning, I tried different things randomly, testing everything at once, and it felt productive, but it wasn't effective, because without direction, tools don't help. So if you're doing this, focus on one goal at a time, one system, one process, and improve that. Now let's talk about results. Did these tools make money instantly? No. Did they create success overnight? No. But they improved the process. They made things faster, better, more efficient. And that's the real value. Because success is not one action. It's a series of improvements. Now let's make this practical. If you're starting today, what should you do? Simple. Pick one underrated tool. Learn it. Use it daily. Then slowly add more. Don't overwhelm yourself, because complexity slows you down, and simplicity helps you move forward. Now let's talk about mindset, because this is where everything starts. If you expect tools to do everything for you, you'll be disappointed. But if you use tools to improve your process, you'll see results. And that's the difference. Now here's the opportunity. Most people are still using popular tools, which means they're competing with everyone. But if you explore underrated tools, you gain an edge, because you're doing something different, and different gets attention. Now let's bring everything together. You don't need dozens of tools. You don't need complicated systems. You just need better tools, better thinking, better execution. And if you stay consistent, you will grow. Maybe slowly at first, but steadily over time. And that's what matters, because sustainable growth is real growth. If you want to discover more hidden AI tools and learn how to turn them into income systems, watch the next video, because this is just the beginning. Start exploring, start testing, and start building. Because the sooner you start, the faster you improve. And the faster you improve, the closer you get to results.